Don't worry about it.
Hey everybody, this is Googly Doc with Geek Therapeutics. Tonight we're going to be running Numenera. Starting with Dave and going clockwise, can you introduce your characters?
Well, hello, my name is Dave, and in Numenera, I will be playing Taff, the explorer of our motley crew.
And Balat.
That's it.
Hi, I'm Kayla. I'm going to be playing, as you said, Velat. That's not how I pronounce that.
Velt.
Velt or Velti. I'm playing Velt, and I am going to be battling automatons tonight.
Tebra.
I am playing Marg. I'm choosing to pronounce it Marg. And I am super secret spooky place that likes to go into dark areas. There's not a lot here.
Devin.
Hi, my name is Devin. I am playing Trest. I am a mystical nano who works miracles.
Abe.
Hello, my name is Abe, and I'm going to be playing Daruga. And Daruga enjoys a good fight, loves to leap into the fray, fight people, and fight.
And last but certainly not least, Nick.
Nick, I'll be playing Balat, Daruga's older brother, who is usually charged with keeping him out of the trouble he tries to get into. Basically, I'm the go-to guy to smash and destroy things.
Excellent. I'm going to be giving everybody a bit of a primer before the adventure tonight. It is 1 billion years into Earth's future, and it looks nothing like the Earth that you're familiar with. Tectonics have changed the surface, and 8 great civilizations have risen and fallen, leaving remnants of their mastery over the universe buried in the earth, submerged in the water, permeating the air, space, and time itself. The Numenera. The societies that live on this earth cannot understand what's all around them, but they know it's there, and many are able to commune with this technology and find a purpose for it, even if that purpose is different from the purpose it was originally intended for. You are from one of these communities. It was a desperate time for the survivors of Dustholm. The ravages of the Iron Wind destroyed their homes, took their livelihoods, killed their loved ones. The survivors crossed what is now a desolate wasteland, trying to find some refuge, some place to shelter and build anew. The exodus was hard, killing many more before the Outrunners announced that the Iron Wind had found them again. There were small mountains in the distance, and the Wise Ones directed the refugees to make for them. The haggard, weakened survivors ran for their lives, with the Iron Wind closing in. When the ragtag community of survivors reached the mountains, they had found themselves within a rocky green space nestled within what they saw was a ring of mountains and foothills, and not a range. When the Iron Wind caught up, they thought they were done for, but for some reason, it could not enter that green space, only buffeting the edges of some unseen barrier. When the terrible nanite storm passed, the bereaved survivors took stock. Only 150 had survived the disaster at Dustholm, the exodus, and the sprint to the green space. The Wise Ones, in tune with the Numenera, knew that the barrier would not hold if the Iron Wind if the Iron Wind returned. The refugees were also without food, water, and shelter. The Wise Ones sent outriders to look for running water, game, and anything else that could keep the community alive. All had returned except for Jebediah, who had gone to the east. This was especially troubling because the community had seen a colossal, many-eyed sky serpent emerge from the sky to the east, piercing the cloud cover and announcing its arrival with a bellow loud enough to shake the earth. Its stay in the mortal realm was only momentary, and returned again to whatever gargantuan lair it called home above the clouds. The Wise Ones refused to let another soul be lost without a trace. They have gathered the community's best and brightest, you, to solve the mystery of Jebediah's disappearance. You have been summoned. So, you all have been approached by a young boy, a runner, with a missive from the elders of this community. And they said, like, we need your help. We don't want Jebediah to go missing. He's an important scout. And let's face it, he may have found something up there that may be able to keep us alive. So we need to find him. So, are you all
Let's do this.
heading down to
Ready.
are y'all heading down to see the elders?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
All right.
What foolishness have you signed us up for now, Dwarf?
We're gonna do this. It's going to be very good. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Come on, Bat. Come on. You want to smash things, don't you?
As you all straggle in, the village elders, it is a village now, have gathered in a semicircle on what looks to be handmade chairs made out of wood. At the center of this semicircle is Dandela. Dandela is an elderly lady and wise in the ways of the Numenera. She beckons to your group to come closer, as she's a little bit hard of hearing. As you know, I, among all of my peers, have been chosen to lead our community. It is with a heavy heart that I must again send some of our youngest and best and brightest into danger. Jebediah has been lost to the east, and as you saw, there is a great beast in that direction. If he is alive, I want you to bring him back. Even if he's dead, we need to know that he is here with his people when we bury him. Will you do this for us?
I will do this for you.
Absolutely. Myself and my brother are eager for such a task. Isn't that right, brother?
Well, someone's got to go along to keep you alive, so I suppose.
Why must you always be so bleak about these things? We're gonna have fun. We're gonna beat things up. We're going to smash things. We're gonna find this gentleman and bring him back, dead or alive.
The smashing is less important than the rescue.
Of course. The rest is most important. Right, of course.
And make sure that you all come back. We cannot lose anymore.
Of course.
Well, that's ominous.
You said to the east there is a beast. Sounds dangerous. Can you tell us more about this beast, dear Dandela?
All I know is that it is gargantuan. It was some sort of sky serpent. Nothing more. That is all I know. And there was a wave from within the Numenera when it appeared. That a wave is all I can describe it as. It was like it washed over me.
Sky Beast will be difficult to fight, especially if none of us can take flight.
Yet.
Well, it's possible that there is a way to get to the Sky Beast in that direction.
Please tell us more.
There is water in that direction, but I do not know if it is saline or fresh. That is your secondary objective. Find out if that water is potable. If it is, that could save us. And keep an eye out for game animals as well. There have been a few game animals caught, but they don't have a lot of meat on them, and there are 150 of us. So we need more. We need possible herd animals as well. So keep your eye out for those. That will be your tertiary objective. I have talked to Brack, and he is going to be outfitting you for this mission. Now, if you'll excuse me, we have planning to do, as we need shelter as well. Be safe, and may the rising sun be with you. And all of the elders get up and file out single file.
Primary objective: find Jebediah and save him. Secondary objective: save the world. Okay, I think we've got it.
We can do that, I believe.
I think it'll be easier job for me as an explorer to find the water in the game. The world is a big burden to place on my shoulder.
Well, luckily, you have the rest of us to share it with you.
Yes, we are all in this together. We will carry this burden together. Right, brother?
It's on the
Never gonna be
checklist
more
now.
than a 6-foot rope hook away from me, brother.
You're always looking after me, brother. That's one of the many things I appreciate.
If I weren't looking after you, you wouldn't be here.
And I am here now, thanks to you.
Point made.
The sky serpent sounds dangerous. It should be taken care of.
Perhaps we should go find Brack, see what he has for us.
Agreed.
Hopefully
You
lots of
go and
cool
find
stuff.
Brack. You know where Brack is set up. He's he's a very large man, and he is well muscled and incredibly powerful underneath layers of insulation from his hedonistic ways. And as you approach his area, you can see him kind of lounging on a hammock that he's created out of some what appears to be almost like palm fronds woven.
Right. So I heard you guys were all coming to see me. And? What do you want?
Supplies.
Well, I got some supplies for you.
We've come to outfit ourselves for an upcoming expedition. Would you please do us a kindness? Help us out with this.
All right. I got some stuff here. Anybody need?
And he rummages through a whole bunch of stuff in this wagon that he's got. And the incredible thing about this wagon is that there was no animal pulling it. This was Brack that pulled it. So he goes through his wagon and he said,
You guys gonna be doing any mining out there?
Yes.
Maybe.
All right. Here you go. Here's some digging stuff.
mark on some digging tools.
You guys good? Planning on doing any drinking?
Always.
All right. Got some of my special shine. Who wants my shine?
Not the boy.
I did, but I'm old enough.
Just take it on a sly. Here you go. Here.
Yes.
Yeah. Pound it low. All right. All right. So you got booze. You got mining stuff. Well, I think you got most of the food already. Does anybody not have food? All right. Well,
Apparently, no. I don't have any food.
Well, I'll give you 2 days of food. Here you go. Dried rations. Tastes like crap, but it's what the body needs, right?
Whatever works.
Yeah, it does. Well, yeah. It keeps your body going, but make sure you got some water with it. Dry it right out. You're like crapping rocks after.
Every evening for me.
No, that's rations for you. Oh, man. Speaking of. Anyway, I'll see you later. I got some bushes with my name on them.
Hey, Brat, before you go, do you have a map, Brat?
Name's Brack, but no. I'm not a scout. I sit. It's kind of what I do. I sit, and I do things like that, and make things. But I got nothing to make things with, which is kind of what you guys are doing, right? I think. Anyway, these rations are really eating me up here. I gotta get out of here. Push, growing a tail.
Bye,
See you
Brab.
later.
Bye, Brab.
It's Brack.
I turned to Ballad. What is he doing with the bushes? I don't understand.
You don't want to go back there.
I don't understand.
If you don't understand, then there's no point in explaining it to you. Everyone.
Well, I feel ready to get on out there and see if we can't find our missing Jebediah.
Yes, on an adventure we shall go. I say.
It looks like there is almost like a game trail that leads from this community off to the east, which is probably why Jebediah went the way he went. Now, Jebediah isn't the most switched on scout in the community, and he's a little bit lazy, a little bit surly, a little bit selfish, and he tends to take the path of least resistance, which isn't exactly great for outriders, but he's one of the last ones that the community has left, so he went that way. And it's not really surprising that he took the easiest path. That path kind of leads through a whole bunch of underbrush and then what looks to be through a gap in these small mountains. Probably take about a day to get to about midway through that pass. All right, you start heading on your way. And after the first 4 hours, your ankles start to get itchy, all of you. And it looks like you're developing what looks like little red welts on your lower extremities.
Oh, not again.
It's like, are we seeing any insects or mechanical things?
You don't see anything.
Do we smell anything?
Yes, you do. You smell ozone.
Do any of you smell that? It smells atmospheric.
Yes.
Anyone have any idea of what that might be? Does everyone
His feet itch like all hell. Trust, anything you can do?
Who's the nano?
That'd be me. I was going to ask, I have understanding Numenera. Would that help?
That would help. All you got to do is you got to make a roll using a d20.
Mhm.
And you have to beat a difficulty of, let's see here. Difficulty of 2, which means your target is 6.
Do I add anything to it?
You can expend effort to
Okay.
reduce the difficulty of this. And if you have an edge, that means you can spend that much effort for free.
I got a 14.
14. Okay. You have heard of these before. These are nanomites. And what they do is they take pieces of a person's flesh and then build things out of it.
Oh.
And they are in almost imperceptible little swarms. And if it's already starting to get to your ankles and legs right now, it's possible that it could be a danger, like imminent.
Is that?
Ah.
I'm sorry.
Do you think that
He hasn't
The-
actually told us that yet.
oh, that's fair.
I don't want to panic anybody, but we might be dying. Nanomites are invading our bodies and building stuff out of our flesh. We may be too far along. I don't know yet.
Doc,
What-
would I know whether this is something that could be visible if it was like if we were searching for it? Not the nanites themselves, but like what they're building.
What they're building? It's possible, yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I have a really neat animal companion. His name is Rook. He's a falcon, and I have the ability to link senses with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna, after what Trust tells me, I'm gonna connect with Rook and ask them to go and use their special eyes to see if they can pick out whatever is attacking us, so that we can find it.
Okay, got it. Your use, the way you connect with your bird is through the Numenera and your connection with the Numenera. And you get your bird to start flying and you connect up with your bird. And the moment that you start to use this Numenera powered connection with your bird, everybody kind of feels a slight whoosh away from their ankles. And Trest, that tracks, because these things are sensitive to the Numenera, and they can do one of two things. They can go toward it or away from it, depending on whether the swarm thinks it's a threat or some sort of source of stuff for what they're building. So this swarm, you figure, sees you as a threat.
Keep doing it, Marg. It's working. They're leaving us.
Okay. Your bird sees something, and you vicariously see what the bird sees. It looks almost like a 5-legged thing made of flesh and claws and horn and bone and patches of fur. And it kind of gets up off the ground and starts lumbering in the party's direction.
Does it look like it's menacing?
It looks awful.
It looks awful, but does it look threatening? There is a difference.
Absolutely.
Okay, so my character turns, points at Daruga, and then points at the direction where the monster is coming from, and I just say, kill.
Brother, this is the moment I've been waiting for. Shall we defeat this monster, destroy it? Shall we?
I think we should all get ready.
Right, and I shall get my bow and arrow out. As soon as this foul creature comes near me, I shall slay it in the eyeball.
I readily take out my spear, eagerly, hungrily eyeing down the creature as it moves towards us.
What does
Okay.
the landscape around us look like? Like where
This-
it would be approaching?
This is all kind of forested, except for what appears to be a large game trail that you're on. So to either side is trees and ferns and stuff like that. It's like a tropical type forest.
And what direction is it coming from? Like in the tree line, or?
Yes, from inside the tree line.
Okay. Whatever direction Marg has pointed to, I'm going to just try to like rig up a tripwire to see if I can catch it up with my 8 feet of extremely strong and thin cable.
Okay, that's absolutely doable.
I would also like to, I don't know if this is possible, climb up into a tree that overlooks the area and have my bow ready and my falcon patrolling to pinpoint, help me be better at seeing.
Absolutely. Okay. Velt, make a roll. And this one's going to be a standard difficulty. So target number of 6 to make your trap. Velt? Kayla?
Oh, roll what?
Oh, sorry. Roll a d20, and you're trying to beat a target number of 6 to make your trap.
I rolled a 7.
7. Okay, that's good enough to make your trap. And Marg, I need you to roll a climbing roll. And since this is a tree, this is also another standard thing for your character, so you're going to need to beat a difficulty 6 to climb.
And am I adding anything? I don't know how this works. Am I just telling you the number on the die?
You're just telling me the number on the die. You can reduce the difficulty by spending effort.
Okay.
Or by spending what the heck is that word? An asset, which you can spend from a skill or a piece of equipment that you have as well to reduce difficulty.
These are new die for me, so I'm trying to figure out if this is a 6 or a 9. Does it matter? I think you said it was a 6 to make it?
Yes, yeah. You're all good. Okay, so you're up in the tree. And your falcon is looking around and is able to see as this creature approaches. All right, Devin, what are you up to? Or Trest, sorry.
I think Trest will, seeing everybody else grab their weapons out, will kind of instinctually reach for my dart thrower, and I'll look to Marg and be like, "What is it? What are we about to kill?"
Abomination.
Food.
Oh.
All right, Daruga. The creature's coming. You can hear it at this point. It's breaking through the underbrush.
Brother, I will initiate. Let us do this. Charge! And I leap at that. I run head on at this with my spear, poised to strike.
Okay. Alrighty. Nick, Balat, what is your approach to this situation?
Well, I've already got my maul out, and with my free hand, I'm grabbing my dear sweet younger brother by the collar and hauling him back. I have a plan. Wait.
Yes, brother. Of course, brother.
Okay. All right. Taff, what's your plan of action?
I shall take my trusty bow and try and shoot center mass on this foul piece of food, which I hope to skin.
All righty. You are all waiting for this thing when it exits the tree line. I'm not even going to be bothering to roll initiative at this point because it's not really expecting what's going to happen to it. I'm going to get all of you, however, to roll initiative. 1 second. I need to get out my tracker.
What type of dice do you want for that?
Okay.
I assume D20.
Yeah, it's a D20.
Okie doke.
If this is golf initiative, then I am the best. I got 4.
Do we add anything onto it?
Okay. Let's see here.
We don't add anything onto the number we've rolled, correct?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. When you're making initiative rolls, you're trying to beat the creature's target number. So this creature has a target number of 9 in order for you to act before it. So it's a speed thing. So you're going to be rolling with your speed as your main stat, and you can expend effort again to reduce the difficulty of it, or assets to do that. If you're also specialized in stuff like initiative, you can do that by using your skill in it. So what did everybody roll and get higher than either 9 or 6 if you're specialized in initiative?
I tied a 9.
Okay.
I got 19.
17.
4.
20.
All right. Everyone who beat the creature, you decide who you want to go first and how you're going to approach the situation.
I'd say Kayla with her 20, plus she was the one coming up with a little bit of a trap there. She should probably go first.
And keep in mind, when you decide this, that's going to be the order that you act in from here on in.
It
Plus,
doesn't
you'd
matter.
already
It
set
sounds
up
like
the
we get to yeah, I've already got the trap set up, so it doesn't matter to me who goes first.
Well, hypothetically, don't we want somebody with range so that way we can kind of just pull the creature towards the trap?
Devin, Trest has some ranged abilities.
Oh, so a 9 beats it.
It's going to go simultaneously. That's the way I like things to happen. So
Okay.
You're going to do your action, it'll do its action, then they'll resolve simultaneously.
So then if I choose to go first, it also gets to go with me. Oh.
Yeah.
So maybe not that.
I don't know if it's worth it.
Because everybody will be waiting for you at that point, right?
Yeah.
You're in a different tier. They go first, you go same, we go last.
That I'll just make
during after.
so yeah, I'll go first. Abe, you you have you also beat it, right? And then
Yes.
Balat also beat it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you two figure out who wants to go after me. How about that?
I'll let Daruga.
Yes.
Perfect. I am going for my turn. I have no idea what this would entail, but I am totally looking for something that will like electrify or zap through this trap that I've made.
Already.
Off my cable.
Let's see here. It's going to take you too much time to create something off the fly.
Right.
So let's see what you got. All right, you got. Oh, you got a Lodum Ray.
Yes.
Or an Iotum Ray, sorry. Yeah, you can do that.
Great. That's what I want to do.
Okay, so it's going to make a roll for your trap to get to see if it trips.
I rolled a 14.
14. It definitely trips. Okay, so that was your trap. It kind of gets entangled and kind of falls on its face. It doesn't really have a face. It's more like faces, mouths, and things.
Big mood.
But now it's your turn to shoot your Iotum Ray.
Great. So I just roll again.
Yep.
20.
That's a hit. And your Iotum Ray, did I put down on there how much damage it does?
I do not have a thing that says how much that
Okay,
does.
1 second. I will find it. And you're right. And
It would be under attacks, and it would be like the top row, like
I just
middle
have a club there. I don't have a.
Okay. Where is that? I know where it's right here. Okay, trigger Iotum Ray. If you have at least one unit of Iotum, which you do, you can trigger it to release a short-range ray of force that inflicts 3 points of damage. This does not destroy the Iotum. Alternately, you can choose to have this destroy the Iotum, in which case there is no intellect cost. You have to spend an intellect to do this.
Oh, I will spend an intellect to do this.
Alrighty. And that means the creature takes 3 damage. Wow.
Does it take any more since it's a nat 20?
Oh, yes, it does, actually. I forgot that it was a nat 20. All right. That.
It's for Daruga to kill.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm
Okay.
just cooking it for us.
You got a choice. Either it's going to do +4 damage or a major effect and no pool cost. A major effect would be like blasting it back into the trees or stunning it or something like that.
Oh, that sounds fun. Let's go with major effect.
Okay. As the thing kind of stumbles onto the trap, you blast it for 3 points, and it kind of spins off into the underbrush, tangling itself further into that line that you have. So it's currently immobilized and awaiting extra damage from your comrades. Daruga, you are next in line.
I lunge straight for it to take it to run it through with my spear.
Okay, so Daruga goes ah! And then leaps through the air and then stabs down with the spear. And make your roll, trying to beat a difficulty of 9.
D20, correct?
Yep.
Cool. Add anything onto it?
No, you can reduce the difficulty by spending effort.
Oh no! Roll a 3.
Oh goodness. Okay, so Balat, you see your brother leap through the air, he's doing some sort of spinning crap again, and he comes down and he's horribly missed this thing and stuck his spear into the ground.
Brother, I need some aid.
Here we go again.
Help me, brother, I missed.
Okay. I charge up and just take a good old swing center mass with my maul.
Okay, make a roll. You need 9 or better. Oh, actually, no. This thing's on the
12.
ground, so it's 2 steps down. So one step down. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 12.
You rolled a 12. That hits. Okay. So your maul does 7 points
damage.
7 damage. Right. And 3 was done to it before. Well
done, brother.
So this is what this looks like. This thing trips on the wire, falls on its faces. Velt blasts it with this weird, it almost seems like a shockwave, which gets the thing rafflecoptering off into the underbrush. And Abe does this spinning thing and hits the ground and then says, "Oh God, brother, help me." And then Balat runs up with the hammer and then goes, "Oh, goodness gracious." And then swings down with the hammer, and this thing explodes all over the forest. And there's gunk and everything everywhere. Balat has nothing on him, but Daruga has tons, just all over him. Just ick and ichor and tufts of hair, and it looks like this thing wasn't very well built, because it was basically using spare parts of like squirrels and foxes and shins and stuff like that from you guys. It's been kind of probably been built for a while, but it was nearly falling apart as it was, and this hammer just took it apart. So,
brother, do you have a napkin? I'm covered in gross. The towel of sorts.
I'll take a look. Although I have to admit, egg on your face is a unique opportunity to look at. I may have to take a minute and enjoy this.
I'm glad that you're having fun.
I suppose what I'd like to do is take some of this meaty substance, curate it a little bit. Well, that might be a bit premature, but take some of this meaty substance and take it as food.
Alrighty.
It's just gonna be like gathering the cable back up and wiping it off as I'm going.
Right.
I climb down from the tree, but I'm like completely silent. I just seem to silently appear beside Taff, and I like put a hand on his wrist as he's trying to do this, and I'm just shaking my head. I'm just like, unhygienic.
It's all food. It's all just meat.
Yeah.
But some of that's our meat.
And who knows? It could be the remnants of Jebediah too, right? Who knows?
Oh no!
We found Jebediah. Mission 1 complete.
It's mystery meat.
Unhygienic.
Oh.
Well, while in this area, I suppose what I can do is we're heading east and kind of track where this thing came from towards water source, or track the general whereabouts of Jebediah himself.
Oh, you have tracking, don't you? Okay. I'm going to let you roll. This is going to be a demanding task. So it's going to be a level 3, and which means you have a target number of 9 on your tracking. But since you're trained in it, it's going to be a target number of 6. Most outriders would be more difficult to track. Jebediah, not so much.
Right, and ironically, I got 6 on the money.
Oh, you almost can't track him, but then you notice that telltale tobacco that he keeps chewing and spitting all over the place, and you can follow that trail. As you find the trail, all of you start to hear a buzzing sound. You know what what are those bugs that scream? Cicadas, yeah, it's like that, except more annoying.
I don't know if I can get more annoying.
Does it sound natural or does it sound mechanical?
Sounds electrical.
Woogie, woogie, woogie.
Does it sound like it's coming from a direction or just all around us?
All around you.
I checked my ankles.
Hey, Mark, do that thing again.
Just based on the sound, is that does it sound like something that my falcon potentially could locate, or does it seem like more of a just low-key surrounding noise?
It's a low-key surrounding noise.
Okay, so I look at Velt and I just shake my head.
Well, last time you flew it around, it scared them away.
If I use the scan ability, is that like scanning an area kind of thing?
Yes, it is.
I will. That's a Numenera spell, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, I would like to
An
do that.
esotery is what it's called.
I would like to engage this esotery.
Okay.
And with my character, I have to. I sing to activate my Numenera. So, help me, Numenera. Reveal this surprise. Give me space. Enlarge my eyes. And then I'm gonna cast it.
Oh my goodness! I should have named your character Trey. All right. As you start singing to the Numenera start to respond, and you are able to detect these clouds of nanites as they're starting to gather around your position. You can actually see them now.
I look at Velt and I point.
Yeah, I don't like those.
Oh, sorry. I misspoke. Only Trest can see them because he's using his ability.
Nanites, they're surrounding us again. Quick, I don't know what to do.
All right.
The question.
Go ahead.
So I'm not sure if this is a situation where I would use this, but I have a skill that's called salvaging Numenera. Could I salvage this?
You can't salvage these nanites, but there is some stuff you might be able to salvage from the legged thing that these things created, because you notice that there is microfilaments in that creature.
Okay, can I have done that?
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead. This is going to be a difficult roll, so you need 12 or better.
I got a
Unless
13.
That's good enough. You got some microfilament out of there.
Ooh. Does this
That's
help
good
our
stuff.
situation at all?
It might.
Okay, well, it's in my pouch.
Velt, actually, you know for a fact that microfilament you could use.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
She would have seen me getting it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so she would have communicated she can use that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can use everything.
Okay, then I just give it to you.
Great.
Okay, Trest, the clouds are kind of coming in, and it looks like Marg has kind of set a cloud off, because you think maybe the cloud thinks she's stealing from them?
Sorry, I was muted. Marg, you've stolen from them. We have to return an offering.
Oh, I've got an offering for them. Where are they?
They surrounded us.
I have a detonation wristband which does an electrical discharge.
Oh, right.
I would
Very
like
nice.
to pop some electricity into these nano.
Absolutely. Okay. Let's have at it. Okay. Detonate. Did I write down anything on that on the character sheet?
It's a cipher, and it says there's a number 4 next to it.
Okay, so it's a level 4 cipher. All right, and I'm going to go to detonate. All right, ciphers. Oh, it's Destiny. This one's in Discovery. Detonate. All right, electrical discharge. It's a wristband projector, right? And it explodes in an immediate radius, inflicting damage equal to the cipher level. All right. So the cipher level's 4, correct?
Yes.
And it's exploding out in a radius.
Okay. Everybody duck, or is it going to go all around?
It's
I gotta chuck it.
You can chuck it. Actually, you know what? It's a wristband, so you choose an area where it goes.
Great.
within long range.
Great. I'm going to choose the radius that Trust is telling us these things are attacking us from.
Got it.
However
Choose
many
that area.
feet.
Okay. You can't kind of create a donut shape out of it, but you can
Right.
kind of move off to one side and kind of smash one side of it.
Perfect.
All right. And that seems to do the trick, by the way. When you set this detonation off, it's just like EMP and electricity just goes whoosh, and you notice it kind of arcs through this invisible cloud of nanites, and you can see the cloud as the electricity goes off, and the nanites just go whoosh, and they go away. They do not mess with Velt anymore. Now Velt has an ability. Now, normally, this would use up this cipher because it's a one-shot. But Velt has an ability where you can reuse a cipher if you roll to kind of have it recharge itself. Now, I'm going to go to your character, and that would be extra use. Now it'll cost you 3 intellect points to do this.
Sure. Drive it like I stole it.
And it's a difficult roll, so it's 12 or higher. And you can spend effort if you want.
17.
Okay, so you use you blast them with this thing, and then you spend your intellect to kind of focus more power into it so you can use it again.
And I'll do it again if you come back.
Dear Trest, is this the same creature that attacked us before?
They're different, right?
No, this is the same this is the same nanite.
Let us see if I can familiarize myself with what this foul creature can be using my ability of familiarization.
Actually, familiarization is I'm going to count you as already familiarized with the area and its creatures, because you've been here for a bit and you've had enough time to familiarize yourself. So when you're doing stuff against creatures and whatnot in this area, you can expend an asset for free.
Okie dokie, then I shall do so.
Okay. All right. Taff has expended. There we are.
And in the meantime, this traveling thing by foot is a drag. I'm going to use my little travel bubble and just kind of float around, I suppose.
Alrighty. All right. So now you're familiarized with the area. So all your tasks related to perception, navigation, salvaging, defense, and moving about the area gain an asset. All right. Now, you don't know when this cloud may or may not come back. So what are you all up to?
Good work, Velt. You scared them off. You beat them.
I'll do it again if they come back.
I don't see them right now.
Great. Should we continue on looking for our person?
Yeah, here's some spitting chew from Jebediah. He went that way, I think.
Great. Can you
shall go that way.
lead us, Taff?
Taking my little gizmo, like my metal detector / exploring thing, I start zepping the trail of Jebediah.
All right. Yeah, you still got the trail. You head along the path, and then the trees kind of open out, and then it becomes a lot more rocky as you kind of go up in elevation a little bit. But you can see, as you kind of go up a ways, that there's what looks like a large body of water. Could be ocean, could be anything like that, way off in the distance.
Does my travel bubble enable me to get there quicker? Am I awesome speed?
Let's see here. Travel bubble.
We can
We're all
walk.
just running behind Taff, like.
I'm not built for this.
All right, let's see here. Travel bubble. Okay, the user and any additional targets that can fit into a space can an immediate distance in diameter are encapsulated in a spherical force field for up to 10 hours until the user collapses it. The sphere hovers at all times and moves as the user wishes, vertically or horizontally up to a short distance each round. If the sphere is destroyed or collapses, whatever it contains falls to the ground. Now, you may not want to use your travel bubble yet, because this is great for hauling loot if you find it, or more meat.
You have the ambulance.
The ambulance.
Yeah,
Taff
I'm
is
not
the
going to
only-
use it for now, but I'll just keep on the trail.
Already. All right, you travel for another few hours, and it's starting to get dark. Are you guys going to make camp, or are you going to be continuing on in the dark?
While we're traveling, can I play with those fibers that were found to see if I can think of anything to make with them or what they might be useful for?
Absolutely. Let's see here. We got crafting Numenera is a skill you have.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to. 1 second. All right. Let's see here. All right. Where'd that go?
I don't know, dude.
There we go. Okay, so you're going to be what kind of thing are you going to try and craft? Are you going to craft a commonplace object or structure? You're talking more like Numenera, so ciphers or subs or things like that, right?
Sure. Ciphers. Let's do that.
Okay.
I don't know exactly. Do I just get to choose what I'm making, or do I need to?
You can try and you can tell me what you're trying to make, and I can come up with a reasonable facsimile, or we can just say, hey, this is kind of what your idea was, and I can come up with something randomly. It depends on what you would like to do and what sounds more fun.
It seems like electrifying things is eminently useful, so I
Okay.
want something that can electrify something else, preferably the automatons or whatever's coming at us.
Okay, are you talking like you're going to try and build an artifact, or are you going to try and build a cipher?
A cipher is perfect.
Okay, all right, cipher. Let's see here. There we go, ciphers. I think the cipher that you would be looking for would be there's a few different things that you figure would be a good idea. There's another detonation one, electrical, or you could have magnetic stuff that you could make. magnetic shields and whatnot.
I'm good with that. Let's make a magnetic shield.
Magnetic
Can I make
shield?
like a magnetic shield glove with the fibers?
Let's see here. Magnetic shield. How powerful do you want to make this thing?
As
Yes.
powerful as I think is possible.
The answer is yes.
Let's see. Magnetic shield. Where is that? Okay, there it is. So this is going to be like a wearable item you're talking, right? Like gloves or something?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, perfect. Now, how you can make this up to a level 8 cipher, but that's going to be very difficult because it's going to be like a target number of 27 that you're going to have to get. I think probably you would want to make a level 4 cipher because then that would be challenging, but you have a skill, so that would bring it down to difficult again. And you
Cool.
can spend effort to bring it down even lower if you want.
Okay. Sure. I'm good
Okay.
with that. Level
Do
4.
you have an intellect edge?
Yes.
Okay, so you can drop your difficulty down by 1 more. So you're going to need a target number of 9 to build this level 4 magnetic shield.
I got a 17.
Okay, you now have a level 4 magnetic shield, but that microfilament and microfilament, 2 parts, and 2 okay, microfilament.
Got this, bud.
All right, 2 parts, 2 units of IO, and 2 units of responsive synth are gone, plus your microfilament. That's all gone.
Okay.
Now, how many ciphers do you have on you now?
I have 4.
You have 4.
Mm-hmm. Do I need to give some?
You start feeling odd.
Daruga,
Yes.
I think that these will function well as a shield. You should put them on.
Marg smirks.
I appreciate this. I will use this.
Okay. Daruga, how many ciphers do you have on you right now?
Let me confirm. Ciphers. So confirming on the sheet, it says I have 2 different ciphers, and the number to the right of it is the level of it, not the uses of it. Correct?
No, that's the number of. Oh, wait. The number next to the cipher is the level of the cipher. Yes, but there's a number
Yes.
above all of that to the right-hand side, in the upper right-hand corner. That's the number of ciphers that you can safely carry.
Okay.
Ah.
So I have 2 total.
And now you have 3. And you start feeling kind of this weird energy as well. But you're assuming it's, oh, wow, this is a cool shield. Because let's face it, you don't know much about the Numenera.
I know they helped me find. And confirming, use one of my ciphers, then it breaks, correct?
Yes, normally. Normally it does. It's not a guarantee, but it does break a lot of the time.
Okay. Thank you very much, fellas. This will be very helpful. Brother will appreciate this because it will make his life.
Yeah, try not to die.
That is entirely on the plan for today.
All evidence to the contrary.
Also, pro tip, hit the thing that moves, not the ground next to it.
Listen. I'm aware of these things. The thing called...
It didn't look like
I
it.
was attempting a flourish to harm the creature further, and I missed.
I'm
gonna try to make a fire while this.
Next time you just say that you were trying to make Ballot look good.
Why not both?
While they're having this conversation, I'm going to be trying to like make a fire and get my bedroll set up and stuff.
There is something called a cipher danger chart that I have to roll on when you take extra ciphers on, because having ciphers close together in close proximity is inherently dangerous and unstable. But this is your first time kind of having more than one, so you're still fine. You're still fine right now. But again, Daruga wouldn't know anything about this. Oh, I got another cool thing. After Velt gave it to you, and Velt knows perfectly well. Oh, right.
But,
I have too many. Here you go.
But does Velt know that he has any?
No, probably not. It would be funnier if Velt did. Oh, right. I have too many. So will he, but it's not me.
Lord.
There you go. Everything will be fine. Don't die.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. All right. In order to do that, you had to take some time out. So I'm going to assume that the party kind of camped for a bit.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Wherever we camp, I try to find a high position that I can see around us, but still be able to be heard from the group so that I can watch for danger.
Okay.
Right, and I'm going to assist my friend Marge using our +1 teamwork ability to do that. I'm sorry, that's my character flaw. I keep on mispronouncing name Marge.
Marg.
Marg, I got it, my old friend. I should know by now.
All right. Everybody else is just kind of... Are you keeping a watch, or are you just kind of...
I said I'm keeping a watch.
You probably can't watch all night. You're probably going to need a relief of some sort.
Watch me.
We have to watch Mark while Mark watches us.
I will say that Velt is very bad at keeping a watch because she's always getting distracted and tinkering with things. So I'm more than willing to stay up, but I don't know that I'll be watching for you.
I'll take a shift on the watch, just patrol around the edge of the camp.
I'll take a shift as well.
Right. Sometime during Balat's watch in the middle of the night.
If something fucks up, can it be Daruga's watch?
Yes, let me fight it.
All right, Balat, you hear something down the path going toward the beach that you can see from where you are now.
Okay, what does it sound like?
Footsteps.
All right. How late into my watch is it?
It's about midway through.
Okay, who's my next expected relief?
It would be Daruga. Oh no, Trest. Trest is next.
Trest. Okay, I'm gonna tap Trest. Trest.
Oh.
Shh. Noise comes from the path.
I will cast scan again. That's too intellect for me to utilize.
Okay. There's nothing in your immediate vicinity.
Dang. It must have been the wind.
Hold tight. I know I heard something.
Alrighty. Perhaps you and I should go check it out.
I break out my maul, firmly confident that Trest, with all of his healing abilities, will be able to keep me alive if I'm wrong. And I begin to stalk towards the pathway. Friend or foe, name yourself.
Well, I'm a friend.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, I'm a friend, yeah.
Is this Patrick Warburton?
Oh my god.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
I just got a backpack. It's not a big deal.
Well,
I recognize this guy.
Verify that. Until then,
Just looking for fish and things like that, you know. Not a big deal.
you shouldn't have any problem stepping into the light.
All right. All right. So this rather large gentleman steps into the light, and what you see is a little bit startling. This guy is imposing and large to begin with, but he's also got metal parts kind of in different parts of his body. And one of his arms seems like it's completely metal, and the other one seems like it's some sort of like onyx or something like that, and with weird gold circuitry on the onyx arm and some silver circuitry on the other. He doesn't exactly look normal. Yeah.
Owls of the earth are you?
Just don't run. I don't often get to talk to people, you know.
What's your name, friend?
It's Patrick.
It's nice to meet you, Patrick. My name is Trest.
Pleased to meet you, Trest. Yeah, yeah. Hey, got any fish? Apparently, I can only eat fish. That's a new thing. Don't know why. It's just happened when this stuff kind of came out of nowhere. Some kind of wind with stuff in it. Now I'm looking all weird.
Oh, you were caught up in the iron wind, then I take it.
Oh, is that what that was? Yeah, a little painful and inconvenient, if I have to admit it.
I
Yeah,
don't have any fish.
that's unfortunate.
But I could sate your appetite perhaps with a song from my musical instrument that plays soft and unpleasant sounds.
What the hell? Couldn't hurt.
I have no idea what this musical instrument is, but I start playing it.
Oh, right, your musical instrument. Okay, I'm just gonna give the party a little bit of a. Okay, this the musical instrument, quote unquote. It's an unknown musical instrument that only plays soft, unpleasant sounds. So it's like the it's like the musical equivalent of
Nails on a
Kinda like-
chalkboard.
yeah, exactly. Nails on a chalkboard or somebody chewing on tinfoil, that type of thing. It's the musical equivalent of that.
Oh, the Backstreet
Fourth grader learning how to play a recorder.
And the moment you start playing your instrument, Patrick kind of stands up straight, and you can see the circuits kind of going in unison with the music. Wow, it's one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard.
That's concerning.
Well, thank you. I am quite the accomplished musician myself.
You're like a bard extraordinaire.
Well,
I wish I had some shins to give you, but I don't have two shins to rub together. It's funny coming from a guy who's mutated, right?
yeah. Well, my shins were eaten by nanomites earlier, so I can relate.
Yeah. I also enjoy a good pun. So, what you doing out here?
Fishing.
You're fishing. With what?
Bella has a hammer, right?
You're hammer fishing.
Actually, we're looking for a friend that went missing.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense than hammer fishing, I gotta say.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, fishing for information is the rest of that sentence.
Well, all I've been doing is guarding a door. I don't know why I'm guarding a door. It's just I'm compelled to do it. It makes me feel good. Just guarding a door.
Well, nothing to see here then.
Well, how does your friend look like?
We'll describe him based off what we know.
Okay.
Which our players do not know.
Oh, yeah.
Saberkins have an appearance.
He spits a lot. He's generally got this constant thing of like tobacco drool coming down his beard.
Gross.
And he's got greasy hair. He's got
Why are we trying to find him again?
no matter how, according to the elders, no matter how unpleasant a person may be, they're still a part of our community, and never leave anybody behind, no matter how much you would like to. Yeah, I met that guy. He's kind of gross, and coming from me, that means a lot.
How long
Which
ago?
way did you see him go?
I went through the door. I don't think I was supposed to let him do that, but I didn't want to touch him.
Could you do it like again, one more time, for us?
What, let him through again? He's already
No,
in.
let us through.
Let you through?
Yeah.
Sure. If you could get me fish. Sounds a lot like a side quest, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm the hammerfish.
I'm thinking it's time to wake Taff.
Where the hell did that sentence come from? Anyway, yeah, I need some fish. I need to eat. I gotta tell you, you need something better than a hammer, a spear, a fishing rod, net, pretty much anything but a hammer.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, the only spear we have in the group is not known for its accuracy.
Yeah.
We also need water.
Wake our
Yeah.
tracker. What do you think, Trust?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
A distance, there is a sneeze from Daruga.
I
I could go wake everybody up with my music, and then we could all just have a big old fishing competition.
I guess I'll sniff the air to see if there's any water nearby. Because where there's water, there's fish.
So, I've been woken up now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll play my instrument to wake everybody up in an unpleasant way.
I walk up and then just slowly reach a hand onto your hand and just push it down and shake my head.
Patrick likes it.
Yeah. Your musical instrument is actually like one of those annoying alarm clocks.
So, I'm trying to make sure I understand. You said there was a beach nearby, so there is water within a decent range, or is it far off in the distance?
It's within a decent range. It won't take you long to get there at all. The reason why you camped where you were is because you figured that it's better to camp kind of in a pass with trees and stuff like that, out of the wind and whatnot, than out on an open beach with rocks and stuff.
Okay. falcons are not as good as eagles at pulling out fish, but like osprey are a form of falcon, and they spear fish out of the water. I could work with Rook to get fish that way.
Rook
It
says
doesn't say
no.
what type of falcon he is.
Huh? He's a peregrine.
Okay.
He tells you he punches things at high speed.
Could he
A
punch
fish is a
fish
thing.
at high speed?
He could try.
Yeah, but
He's-
no, like peregrines, I don't
nervous.
know that they're good at like water diving. I don't know that I want to risk his life.
Of all the raptors, they have the weakest claws.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I suppose I could try and find that body of water by tracking or perceiving where it might be.
Well, we can see where it is, dude.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's huge.
Let's go for it then.
As I wake up, I and get wind of everything. I take out my spear and I say, yes, I haven't fished in far too long. Brother, shall we go and find him?
Is this the guy that misses everything?
I only
This
missed
would be the one.
just the one time.
The lake's pretty big though, so he could
I can
probably
hit
hit
the
the
lake.
lake.
I can hit the lake, and I will hit a fish, and I will kill a fish, and I'll bring it home. It will be delicious.
All right. Well, not like I had a choice, right? Beggars can't be choosers. All right. Let's get some fish.
And while you guys are fishing, I guess I'll gather some water for our secondary objective and start carrying the water supplies.
All right. You do when you go to the water, you find out it is actually fresh water. This is fresh water, so it's just a massive lake. So there is fresh water for the entire community, just outside the Ring of Mountains.
I'm guessing my little travel bubble might start have to be used to carry these type of supplies for the village, right, and the meat and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I shall employ it.
All right. Everyone kind of moseys on down to the water's edge. Oh, I forgot to mention something. The water doesn't like when you take fish out of it.
What?
The water doesn't like when you take fish out of it.
What? Water doesn't have feelings, sir.
I used to think that, but now I know I'm wrong about it.
What
It,
does
I-
the water? What does the water do?
oh, it takes you away.
Why didn't it take you?
Well,
Like-
I wasn't the only person here. Now I am. Got lonely after a while, so figured I'd warn you. Because, well, conversation.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but that is awfully ominous. Shall we go fishing?
Break out my rope, tie a slip knot, slide it over him, it up to his waist. Do the same on myself. All right, go ahead.
Okay. You head out into the water heroically with a rope tied around your waist. And everybody's grabbing the rope. You wade in up to your waist, and you do notice there's a lot of fish swimming in the water here. So, you gonna do this? All right, make an attack roll for your spear.
Okie doke. Let's see here. And so confirming, I can use from my pool of a stat to improve, correct?
Yes, indeed. If you have edge, you can spend however many points that is for free.
Wait, for free?
Yeah, you can spend edge. Like in your case, if you're using your speed stat, which you're going to be in this case because you need to be faster than strong when you're spearing fish,
Mhm.
then you can spend your edge.
Joke. And how often do I regain my edge?
I don't think your edge actually goes away.
Oh, so basically I get a free +1 to anything
Exactly.
that I have edge in.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
It reduces your difficulty level by 1.
Okay. Then I'd like to use my 1 edge for speed and 1 of my speed pool.
Oh, you can do that.
Sure.
Okay, so you're going to be going from challenging to demanding, so you need a 9 or better.
Okay. And D20, correct?
Yes, indeed.
Yes, 16.
All right, cool. Okay,
Damn.
you wait there, and there's a nice big fish down there, and you stab into the fish. Blood permeates the water. You bring the fish out and go, ha ha! I got. And then this big creature, it starts making a beeline for you, and you can see this wake behind it.
Out.
You might want to get out of the water.
I start running.
Okay. This is you're gonna have to make a running skill check. Do you have running on your character as like a skill or anything like that?
I have swimming. I have balance and careful movement.
Okay.
You're telling me I don't know how to run?
He has a rope wrapped around him, right?
That's true. That's true. Everybody's helping you. So I'm going to say that this was a difficult role that you have an asset on. So it's going to be demanding instead. And I think you're a swift character, aren't you?
It says I'm graceful.
Graceful. That doesn't help. Okay. So it's going to be a demanding roll, unless you're going to be spending a speed edge, in which case you can bring it down to standard.
You know what? Yeah, I'm spending a speed edge. I do not want to die.
Okay, so you need a 6 or better.
Ten.
Okay, awesome. All right, it would be very bad if a character got eaten at this point. So everybody starts hauling on that rope, and he's running as fast as he can in this water that's kind of up. You ever tried to run in water that's kind of up to your chest? Not easy, right? But you got a rope around you, so everybody's just hauling away, and you manage to just barely get out of the water before this what looks like a really, really big fish that's kind of black and white, but made out of what looks like metal plates, glomps right behind you and then goes back into the water. Yeah, see, I told you. Water gets angry when you try to take fish out of it.
Sir, you said water, not that thing. You said water gets angry, not large animal gets angry. What is wrong?
Oh, the water got angry. You saw it. It's not a fish. It's got to be the water, right?
And
I mean, the logic checks out.
That's not a fish. The water must have made it, right? So it's the water. The water's angry.
You could have explained this further.
I'm not good at that.
Apparently.
Good at garden doors, though. Well, I guess not, because I let a guy through already, but
so
conversation.
You mentioned that you will let us through if we give you a fish.
Yeah.
Here is a fish. Please.
All right, you can go on through.
Oh, thank goodness.
Doc, will you check I sent you a private chat.
Oh. There we go.
Vaguely important to what I would be doing.
Hey, gang, you think we should invite Patrick to come back with us to the village?
You know what Patrick is?
Well, he's Patrick.
Ah, Patrick.
There seems to be extra parts to Patrick.
Right. I think he's got shifty eyes, and I think he knows more information. And I stand firm about this Patrick fellow in an inflexible kind of ability kind of way, saying nay.
Patrick, have you ever gone through the door?
Nah. I just sit here.
Do you want to go through the door?
Sure. I mean, I'm supposed to guard it, but
You could guard it from the other side.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Let's see here.
Mark goes over to Taff and points to the water and says, "Threat to our village. Must neutralize."
Oh. Well, I just take my bubble, gather some water, and I'm not neutralizing the water. Not me.
No.
Remember water, big beastie water? No, not me.
What if
need
we
to
all?
neutralize beast and water? I look at all of you and I'm very determined I am not going to leave.
What if we all fashion straws and over a period of days drink up all the water? Eventually, we'll corner the beast. We can destroy it.
That's a good
He
idea.
looks at you like you're stupid.
Or poison.
Yeah.
No poison water. Need to drink it.
Oh yeah. Is this water potable?
Oh yeah.
I look to Velt. Can
Well,
you kill?
Unless
Do
we
you know what it is?
I've never seen anything like this. It looks like a construct. I'm not sure where we would start to kill it.
Yeah, poison.
I look to Trust. Scan.
Poison doesn't work on metal.
Yeah, I tried to scan earlier, and it was just the wind.
Are you going to scan now, or are you? Or you're talking to them? Okay, never mind.
Yeah. But I have a feeling that if I scan now, something different will happen. Is that fair, or is that like too meta?
That's fine. It's fine.
I figure it's because he knows a little bit more about what's going on. Like before he was casting too wide of a range or something.
Open my eyes, Numenera. Help me see what's under this sea. And I'll cast scan again.
Okay. The water in and of itself isn't any more filled with the Numenera than anywhere else. But you can detect that creature definitely is a creature that was made by the Numenera.
The beast lurks under the ocean. Or I guess this is a lake, but to me it's an ocean. I've never seen an ocean. It's beneath there, fashioned by the Numenera itself. Watching, waiting. It's hungry.
I have an idea.
I know how it feels.
But Daruga, I'm gonna need you to anger it again.
All right, brother, shall we?
So, how much intellect does it take to realize this is probably a bad plan?
Not
More
much,
than
because
Daruga has.
Apparently.
Balat's
I'm
been here,
thinking
done
maybe a less dangerous plan, such as actual fishing as opposed to spear fishing.
Oh, I don't care how we anger it. I just need to get it closer to us.
Pull out my bow, knock an arrow, and look at Velt with an eyebrow raised.
Maybe we can tie like a rope so that we can pull the fish out. I need it to know that we're taking the fish, I guess. I just need it to come this way. Much closer than where it currently is, and I need to see it.
Okay, I bravely step forward, and I'll be the bait.
Wait,
All
Taff, don't. We're supposed to all come back alive.
Yeah, well, we need to come back with food too, so here I go. Da, 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 da.
Wait, there has to be a better way.
Here I go. Putting on my silly phase gloves, not knowing what they do.
You sure you're not going to use poison?
Do you have any?
You mean poison to kill the thing?
Yeah, do you have any?
Thing poison made specifically to kill the thing?
Yeah.
Poison for Cusco.
Poison. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can. Being the tool poison aficionado kind of guy I am, I can make poison. I don't know. Is there any poison around there?
I don't know. It just seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah. Well, I like my
like
idea
a
better.
good way to
And-
poison a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's probably a
my,
bad idea. I'm not a brain type person.
Yeah, I am. If my ability to be inflexible, I kind of shrug off Mr. Patrick over there and
All right.
proceed as the bait towards the big fishy.
It's probably a good
Beastie.
idea.
Yeah.
Probably a better idea. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, got my back, right?
Okay.
Right, Marge?
Okay. All right. You wade into the water, and nothing's happening at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not grabbing. Am I supposed to be grabbing fish here? Because I think that's a bad idea too.
Grab the fish. That will anger the thing.
Throw me some rope. I
We
guess.
already had him roped up.
Yeah, okay. So I just kind of look for some fish, go towards the edge of the water, and look for the smallest fish, and I use my speed defense to run like a bat out of hell.
All right. Got it. How are you gonna get the fish?
Sounds like he was grabbing it with his hands.
Yeah.
Are you noodling fish?
Okay. Are you a speedy character or a smart character?
I have an intellect of 10, and I am also speed defense.
Okay, so you're a speedy character. That's gonna help. Okay. So you have a. Do you have edge in speed?
Yes, my speed is 13. I have edge of 1.
Okay, cool. All right, so you could spend your edge and spend a speed to reduce the difficulty down from this would be intimidating because you're not using a spear, so it's going to be difficult. You need 12 or better.
13, lucky number.
That'll do it. Okay, so in an impressive display of manual dexterity, you see him reach up with his hands and just go, and he's got this fish in his hands. Is like the people in Quest for Fire would have been proud.
This is where I really run like a bat out of hell using my speed defense.
Okay, so you've got the fish, and there's nothing coming. So
Hide it.
you head out of the water.
Yeah, I'm out of the water. I head towards the good guys.
Ah, what do you know? Maybe you can take fish out of there.
Yeah. Patrick.
I take the. I walk over to Taft, take the fish, pull out my knife, like, humanely kill it, but cut it in a way that it's bleeding and chuck it back into the lake.
That draws the thingy, and it comes.
Great. As soon as it gets fairly close,
Okay.
I am using my immobilizer.
Oh, very nice. Okay. The immobilizer. Guessing that is a level 5 cipher, right?
Level 6.
Oh, very nice. There we go. What the heck? All right. That's in the other one. There we go. Okay. This thing, it's basically a handheld device, and it looks like a tube that you kind of hold under your arm. And when this great huge thing comes close to you, you fire, and this glob kind of shoots out toward the creature. I'm going to need you to make an attack roll using your intellect.
That was not good. I rolled a 2 and I have a 1. And I don't know if I can spend intellect to help at all.
No, I don't think
Nothing's
that
gonna help.
would have helped. That wouldn't
Okay.
have helped. Okay, so you fire this big glob out into the water, and it hits the water, and it starts to expand rapidly and then harden, and then floats away.
So that's what that does.
Oh, it makes a boat.
I elbow Taff slightly and whisper to him as I point at it, Daruga's head.
Wow, that was nifty.
Yeah. So now that we know not to spill blood all over the place, I shall go hand fish gobbling. And please don't chum the blood again. we'll do that later on beyond the lake, and we'll grab our fish supply. I suppose a couple of fish until I get a couple.
Okay. All right. You.
I stand firm, pointing at it. Need to neutralize. Could
It's
hunt
not.
village.
But Mark, it's not hurting anybody. It's only if it smells blood. If you know what I mean.
It could
Right.
hurt people.
If only in water, right?
And only if we spill blood.
And only if they come here.
I stare you all down.
I mean, yeah, you could be swimming and step on a seashell, and all of a sudden the beach becomes a bloodbath. But hey.
It just goes back to my straw idea. We just drink it all up.
Right. So using my ability to be inflexible, I proceed with little wax in my ear, gobbling one fish at a time to the shore.
Okay. All right. So you fish. I'm just gonna say you succeed in that, and you just gather you got 6 big fish now that you can put in your bubble that's carrying all the water.
Oh, so they're still alive even.
Yep.
Keep them fresh.
Fresh fish in your fish, literally a fish bowl.
We start an aquarium.
Okay. So, what's going on now? Are you coming through the door? You got me intrigued by inviting me along.
I'd like to, but I think that does anyone have a good idea as how to break apart a giant metal? Maybe the skin is too thick on the outside. You have to go on the inside.
Where's the meat? Can we eat it?
Yeah. What if we all just let it eat us? Then we blast our way out.
I don't want to be eaten.
Like digging through my bag. I have a water breather.
You can breathe in water?
Yeah.
I think this is a job for Daruga. Daruga,
Yes.
you seem to be. Watch this as I take my my ability, my artifact, with flexing my muscles and bones. I understand you're pretty strong.
I'm
Can
very
you?
strong.
We've got your back. Go for it. Get that beastie.
You want me to climb inside of this creature, become swallowed by this creature?
What's your intellect? Absolutely.
Sir.
It is vulnerable from the inside.
How do you know that?
I don't have any armor in my mouth. I'm pretty sure that the rest of me on the inside doesn't either.
Taff.
Oh man, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, he was kind of wrong about the poison, so he might be right about this.
I point at the lake, gesture it to come, then point at Balat, and then mimic hitting it with a hammer.
But I have an idea. What if Jebediah has something that we need to defeat this? What if we make this our secondary objective? We acquire Jebediah and perhaps anything that Jebediah has scrounged, and then after that we come back out here and then we obliterate this creature.
Right. Our number one goal is getting Jebediah, so maybe we should.
Useless.
We love Jebediah. All of our people are precious, and our elders, we respect them. I don't know. Maybe we should follow the chewing tobacco trail. I like that.
Jebediah is family. We have to save him.
Family never gets left behind.
I thought Ohana was family.
Why not both?
I guess so.
So y'all think we should follow the chewing tobacco trail towards Jebediah?
Yes, I do. Listen. I may enjoy jumping into danger. However, I'm not stupid. A lot to say.
What do you think, Marg? Marg, sorry.
I'm going to show you the checklist that I made earlier. Number 1, rescue Jebediah. Number 2, save the world. Step 1, step first. Ours, the elder gave it to all of us.
Wait, is Jebediah the Messiah?
Yes, the Messiah of chewing tobacco. Yes, that guy.
Oh, it makes sense.
I seem clearly very reluctant, but in the face of the fact that everybody is saying we should leave, I heave a deep sigh and then say, return later.
So
Number 2, save the world.
Right. So I start going with objective number 1 and follow the trail of chewing tobacco if y'all want to join me, using my ability to be inflexible.
I offer to play a song of condolence with my instrument for Marg, if Marg wants me to.
All right, so you still want me coming along, or you?
Yeah,
Want me to
come
stay?
on through.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's ever asked me before. Normally, they just tell me to guard the door.
Well,
Used to guard a door to the castle. It's 2 years of training to guard a door.
Is it
It
the
was
same
special.
door?
Special forces. Yeah.
Special Forces Door Division?
Yeah. Yeah, believe it or not. There's important doors in castles, you know. You can't just have anybody guarding a door.
Patrick,
Yeah.
we love you, but we have to find our friend, and I think our hourglass is ticking. Can you kind of like be quiet for a while?
All right, can do.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So we follow the trail of Jebediah.
Okay. You head through the door, and immediately you see that the area inside is massive. It's like you walk through the door, and this entire mountain is hollow, and all you can see is circuitry everywhere. And right in the middle of this hollowed out area is this giant egg-shaped thing. And it looks like it's got these little arms and stuff coming out of it, and like it's picking at stuff out of the air and kind of assembling stuff and then putting it into a chute as it goes.
Not good.
That's my
I see.
community with
I see food if it's an egg shaped.
Does my textbook Communing with Numenera say anything about this?
You know what? Make a roll. Make a challenging roll. It's intellect, and you are rolling against your understanding of Numenera.
13.
That'll do it. These things are what's called harvester constructors. They are able to take individual little nanites and esoterra out of the air and collect them and then send them to a central repository. Normally, these things are used to fuel larger, more complex machines.
You know how in some of those old books they talk about how there were machines to take natural resources out of the earth to power other bigger things? Well, it says here on page 210, Numenera for Dummies, that this is one of those. But it's for Numenera.
Can I tell what they're putting together? Like, are they just...
It looks like these hands are kind of moving all over the place, and like these arms are like tens of feet long, and it looks like they're just moving almost faster than the eye can see, gathering these little motes of light out of the air and then packing it into it looks like some sort of chute at its base.
You said there's like circuits all around?
Oh yeah. Yep, all over the place.
I want to mess with those. Like start messing with the circuits and pulling stuff, and
all right, what are you trying to do?
I don't know, I'm trying to figure out what it's doing.
Okay.
Take it apart to put it back together, right?
Exactly. Do you have understanding Numenera as one of your skills?
No, I have engineering, crafting Numenera, and tasks related to endurance.
Okay. All right. Do you have any abilities that are listed under inabilities?
Inabilities, I have understanding Numenera.
Okay. You generally aren't very good at understanding these things, but you can take them and instinctually put them into patterns and build things out of them. You just don't know really what they do after you're finished most of the time.
Okay, I wasn't sure if the circuits were like to powering to a larger source or whatnot, so yeah.
You can't really tell. You can build ciphers and stuff, and you know what you're doing in terms of what to get out of them, but for stuff that other peoples have made and stuff you discover, you don't know that out too well. But you can take those apart and build other things out of it.
Slide a couple in my pocket for later.
All right. All right. One other thing that you notice as you walk in is that there's these tiny little lights in the distance. They're red, and they seem to be kind of moving and floating around.
I point.
I understand those.
I still have my falcon with me, so I guess I could send the falcon to go get a better look at the red lights.
Okay. The falcon kind of takes off, and this is what you see.
Pew pew.
That's no moon.
It's a little floating ball with a red light on the front of it, and there's lots of them.
My falcon's okay, right?
Oh yeah, your falcon's okay.
Okay. How big are they in comparison?
They're about this big. Like they are about the size of a human heart.
That's a very disturbing analogy. Lights. Metal balls. This big.
They do anything?
They're just kind of floating around at the moment.
Oh, I have an idea.
Maybe like shark. Must be activated.
Yeah. Hey, Patrick,
Yeah,
do you think these things would respond to the music?
you can try.
That's all I got, baby. I start playing I take out my iPhone and hit the alarm button. I don't know what this.
It's like one of those alarm clocks that you have on your night table. So you hit it and eek, 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 and
Worst rave ever.
all of the little red dots all kind of line up in a wall and start coming toward you.
It's working.
I
All
don't
right.
think they like your song.
I need
I
you to
rolled
roll
to slap
initiative
him.
now.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Roll your
rolled.
initiative and let me know what you get.
Natural 20.
Oh, a 4.
9.
I have the initiative ability. Does that pump up my initiative a little bit?
It reduces your difficulty.
Okay, I'll use that, I guess, with the 4 that I roll.
Okay. Did everybody roll above 3?
17.
Okay. Awesome. You all go first.
Do we have any particular strategy of how we want to go
Yeah, beat it up.
about
Good for me.
What does the room look like? You said there's a bunch of machines. Can I climb them?
Yes, you can actually.
So I'm just gonna turn people are like talking around me, they're looking at me, they look back and suddenly I'm gone and I'm climbing up the machinery.
Alrighty. You kind of scamper up and you have a vantage point now where you can kind of see stuff like Hawkeye in the movie.
I'm gonna pull out my club. This looks like sports ball.
Okay.
Yep. Mall's
And
out.
Drew-
I figured my dart would be more accurate, so I'm gonna bust a move on my dart.
All right. Okay. So who do you want to go first? Okay. Actually, you know what? Marg moved already. So we'll say Marg's already gone and prepared. So who's after Marg?
I'll go next, and I'll just throw a dart.
I'll go after Taff.
I rolled a 4.
Go after Trest.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 on my roll.
What'd you roll?
A 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
Oh, not quite. Not
Aw.
quite. Just barely missed. These things are kind of swift as they move around. All right. Daruga.
Oh, didn't Trest want to go next?
Oh, is it Trest? Okay, Trest goes
Yeah.
next.
Yeah.
I will. So I'll like put away my instrument really quickly and be like, "I'm sorry you hated my song. Take this attack all night long," and I'll cast Onslaught on them.
Okay, all right.
Which
Sounds
is
good.
It's 1 intelligence to cast.
Yes, and it's a roll using your intellect. So if you have
Got a 16.
all right, that's enough to hit. So how much damage do you do?
It says on the ability it does 5 damage, and then I could do additional if I spend effort, but I do not want to.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, you blast one of them out of the air. It just kind of blows into pieces. Okay. Next is Daruga, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
All right.
Before we move on, I want to know how the others respond to one getting blown out of the because you said they're in a pattern. Now
Yeah.
there's a hole. How do they respond to that?
They fill it in.
Okay.
I draw my bejeweled rapier, and I lunge forth and strike.
All right.
And so let's see. Would I get would I use speed or might?
Speed.
Okay, so I got one edge for this, so.
Okay.
He rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, this is the first time I'm going to be doing this.
Probably not the last.
I am giving you 2 experience. You keep one for yourself, and you give one to somebody else, and then I decide kind of what happens. So who do you want the extra experience to go to?
A lot. My brother.
All right.
I'm gonna need you to step in and save me.
Perfect. Okay. So, all right. I'll come up with this later. Okay. Next on the list is who is going next after Daruga?
A lot. You want to go?
I think he's all that's left.
I haven't gone yet.
Oh, okay.
Just because apparently I have to save my brother, I'll go ahead and take it. Yeah, I'll go take a good swing at the one that my brother missed again.
Okay. All right.
Got the fish, didn't I?
Oh, okay.
Got the fish.
Alrighty.
Almost became the bait. All right. Okay, so I'm guessing I'm using my might edge to be able to hit what I'm after.
Yep.
Okay, so I've got a total of 8.
Total of 8. Okay, you did manage to smoke 1, and that does enough damage to knock it right out of the air.
I look at Daruga. Like that.
I'm trying, brother.
All right. Okay. You're next, right, Velt?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing at one or the group of them with my club and see what happens. And I rolled a 4.
4 is not quite enough. You swing and it kind of moves out of the way. Okay. These things break up into groups of 3 and separate amongst all of you. So the first one attacks. The first group of 3 attacks. And you are going to be rolling speed defense, Daruga. Do you have speed defense as a skill as well?
No. Wait, speed defense, yes.
Okay, good. That means you have an asset to spend. Okay. Make a roll.
All right. A d20 roll.
Yep.
3, and then I get an asset, and then I have an edge.
Okay. The
5 total, right?
no, it brings it down by 3 for every and some of them cancel out because it's got some abilities too. But you succeeded because these things aren't so you take these things kind of focus in on you and fire, and oh goodness. Okay, no, they did hit because when they focus, yeah, okay, they hit. 4 points of damage.
Ooh.
Because when they swarm you, they act as a larger creature. So yeah, they hit you.
Ah, shit! I should have used one of my snipers. Oh well.
Okay. Trest, make a speed defense roll. Were you wearing any armor there, Dar?
All I have is a leather jerkin. I don't think that gives me any armor.
It does. Gives you 1 point.
Oh, okay. Then I have 1 armor.
Okay. All right. Roll.
I got a 14.
14. That was enough to make it miss. Okay. Balat. Same roll. Speed defense.
Speed defense. Including my edge, 5.
5. You get hit as well for 4 points. Taff.
Okay, I do have speed defense. I'm not sure how. I rolled an 8 on the dice. How do I modify that with my speed defense?
Your speed defense, your skill acts as an asset, which reduces your difficulty. And it's a good thing you did, because these things attack as a level 3 creature. So you're trying to beat a difficulty of 9 when you're dodging. Okay. Now, since you have an asset toward that, you needed a 6 or better, and you did. So you dodged. All right, Marg. You need to make a speed defense roll as well.
Okay, and I'm trying to see if I'm following. I have 16 speed, which I can use to boost my roll.
Yes, exactly. Now you have a speed edge, right? Which you can reduce difficulty with automatically, or you can spend 1 point of speed basically for free, right? And then you can spend another one to bring it down after that.
Okay.
And
I need to get better than a what?
you need to get better than a 9.
Okay, 9. So, but with my 1, it's 8?
Yes.
Okay. Math! Lucky dice! I rolled a 17!
Yeah, there you go. You dodged it. So these little beams of light it's like they kind of go into a triform, and then it's like little Death Stars where these beams kind of meet up and then fire. All right, Taff, your turn to roll your speed defense.
I just rolled it.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
It's okay.
Velt.
I got a 19.
That'll do it. Okay, so you got out of the way as well. All right, to give you, now that all these flashes of light and stuff are going off, you notice that there's loose hanging cables everywhere as well. Loose hanging cables, little nooks and crannies, little divots in the floor. It's not 100% in good condition. And there's places where you can take cover, you can swing off of things. You have lots of options open to you in combat.
So I think I was at the top of the thing, so
yep.
I climbed up, and I'm going to find a nice place to hide. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to ask Rook to use its mighty air punching powers to
All right.
smash into one of them and then bring it to me.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to need you to roll. It's a speed creature, so.
What am I rolling?
D20, and you're trying to roll better than a 3.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a 1. I rolled an 8.
That'll hit. Let's see here. Shoot. What kind of character are you again? Can't remember.
I'm a Jack.
Jack, that's right. That'd be there. And you bird. Gotta figure out how much damage this does. Jack. All right. Jack. Critter Companion. Target number of 3 and 3 health, inflicts 1 point of damage. Okay. All right. It hits the ball it's going for, but it doesn't appear to do any damage. Just kind of bounces off it.
mostly what I was trying to do is get a hold of it and bring it to me. So if it's not damaged, I'm less upset about that. I really just want one on the balls.
Okay, gotcha. You know what? I'll allow it. Okay, so it starts dragging one of these balls over to your location.
Okay. I assume that's the end of my turn, so.
Alrighty. We're going to Taff.
Right, I don't know if this is pro prey, but I'm gonna dodge, and see if I can follow the trail of Jebediah.
Okay.
The chewing tobacco trail.
Gotcha. All right. You can move long distance to try and get to where you're going, and the trail leads right to that center thing.
And that appears to be the source of where these little thingamabobs are coming from, right? I use my perception to find the Achilles heels of it.
Okay.
Achilles heel.
Make a roll. And this is going to be a challenging roll, so you need a target of 15.
Okay. No.
Okay.
No. I rolled a 1.
So you bolt through, and you end up reaching this egg thing in the middle, and you're looking around, and you can't quite find a weakness, but you do notice something. You notice Jebediah's body floating in what looks to be some sort of solution inside the egg, and he's attached with all of these cables and stuff, and Jebediah looks right at you and smiles. Trest, it's your turn.
I say, hey guys, there's Jebediah, and he's controlling these bad guys.
Oh, I'll get to him in a minute. As the lasers are shooting by me, I imagine I do some like kind of dumb Hollywood jump out of the way. And then I'll roll on the ground and crawl for a minute and then get up and like run over to Daruga.
Okay.
Daruga, my friend, you took a hit. Numenera, help me remove hit. And I will try and cast heal on Daruga.
All right.
It's
roll
a
away.
difficulty task too, so long as I've never done it on this person.
All
within
right.
a 24-hour period. That is a 18, and I heal a d6.
Yeah.
6.
Okay. So Daruga, Trest runs up and he sings a song and puts his hands on you, and your wounds and your burn just close all by themselves.
Oh. Good sir, thank you so much. That was... I didn't like that. So, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Great. I am in your debt.
All right, Daruga, your turn.
1 second. What's Patrick doing through all of this?
Guarding the door.
He's literally guarding the door and eating a fish.
Okay, because we hadn't talked about him for a while, and I wanted to know if he was like okay or not.
He's just standing there eating a fish, guarding the door.
So wait,
Guarding
are there
the door.
any of these? Are there any of these machines left?
Yes, there is. Yeah.
All right.
And it looks like there's more starting to come out of the walls. I'm going to give you that.
And we think that Jebediah over there is starting to control, is controlling the robots, right?
When the egg turned and faced Taff, you saw Jebediah smile at him.
Folks, do I do something crazy?
Always.
Yes.
All right. I have a bad feeling about that egg. I don't know what's going on here, but we are I'm doing this, and I would like to leap to stab the egg to get the liquid draining out.
Okay. All right.
To stab Jebediah, but aiming not to stab Jebediah, just aiming to puncture the egg and get it drained.
Okay. All right.
Is Jebediah wearing clothes in there, or is he just like floating willy nilly?
He's
free balling it.
He's shirt cocking it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's okay. So, Daruga, make your attack.
Speed or might?
This would be speed.
Okay, doke. And I'm gonna ascend. So then I'd like to use my one edge and one of my speed for that to lower the difficulty.
Alrighty.
Oh. 13.
You got a 14?
13.
13, just barely, because you brought it down to difficult. So, all right. So you run up and you stab right through the glass, right between his legs, and pull the sword out. And Jebediah kind of looks down like this. And the water starts kind of squirting out. And you hear like, okay, hang on.
Once again, I'm covered in strange liquid.
Mm-hmm. You hear from inside the egg. God, I'm glad I had tea there.
Is it probably washing off the other stuff, though?
Exactly. So this kind of like slurry kind of sprays all over you, and it's under pressure. So when it's coming out, there's cracks in what that kind of glass-like stuff is, but it's not really glass because it didn't shatter like glass. It just kind of cracked as pressure is kind of pushing out on it, it's bowing, and cracks are starting to come out even more. And then eventually that glass just kind of bursts out, and you notice that Jebediah on the inside was probably under some sort of pressure, and when that pressure lets go, Jebediah kind of explodes with it. And so this slurry is full of stuff, and so you're bathed in slurry and gore and Jebediah.
Felt's just crossing off the first task on the to-do list.
And checking task number 2, weight of the world on shoulder. Let's beat it and move.
What are the little balls doing now?
Okay, the little balls, they start just kind of flying randomly everywhere and smacking into walls and smacking into, and like they're just pouring into the walls, and it's almost like pinballs going all over the place, just flying and smashing on stuff. And I'm going to need all of you to make speed defense rolls while this chaos is happening. And
I had tucked myself up in a hidey way, so
right, exactly. So there's 2 people who are going to have a little bit more difficulty with this getting out of this room. Marg, because you got a ways to go and you got to come down from a high spot. And Daruga, you're slippery.
Well, hey,
actually, you know what? Taff
is
Taff is also covered with all of this stuff too, because Taff was right next to you. So Taff was sitting there going, I wonder if I can talk to Jebediah and get him to cut all this. Holy crap! As the thing explodes all over him from a sword strike. So Taff, Daruga, and Marg are going to have a little bit more difficulty trying to get out of here than anybody else. I'm assuming Balat is also going to willfully take more difficulty to try and get his brother out of there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to run in there and grab both him and Taff, and since they're already slippery, just fling them across the floor and let them slide.
Oh, that's nifty. Okay, I'm gonna let that go first. Okay, make a speed roll.
Ooh, 18. Now, do I get to use an ability in the middle of all this too?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm going into frenzy since I just got damaged in that last bit anyway. So that's a +1. So total is 20.
20. Oh goodness. Okay, so this means I get to warp things. Okay, so Balat goes, grabs Daruga and Taff, and then like a guy at beer league in like a bowling alley, just or curling if it's Canada, sliding them down, and they're just kind of skipping and sliding across the floor toward Patrick. This may work out poorly for Patrick later. We'll get back to that. Okay, Trest, what are you doing?
Can I use my cipher time dilation?
Absolutely.
I don't know how exactly that would work, but like as the because I guess I'm not in. How does time dilation work? I guess that's what I'm curious about.
I am going to find that. Time dilation. And there we go. For the next 28 hours, the wearer of the armor moves seemingly random, rapid jumps a few inches to one side or the other when attacked. This is an asset that eases attacks by 2 steps. So essentially, whenever something comes near you, you kind of port off to one side just a touch.
Oh, so that probably wouldn't assist as much.
It would definitely help you.
Yeah, but like in this particular situation, I feel. Oh, because those things might hit me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll activate that.
Okay. And it's a good thing because you got to make a roll.
Okay. And then my roll is to get out of the room.
Yeah.
10.
That's enough because you got the time dilation nodule on, because that reduced it by 2 steps, which means you needed a 9. All right, Marg, your turn.
Okay. I am probably like, so how strong is the little ball thingy that's in my hand? I know they're going haywire, but is it really difficult for me to hold on to it? Or if I have a firm hold, can I hold on to it?
You can hold on to it. You have a good firm hold on it.
So could I put it in a pouch and it stay in the pouch if I like buckle it or something? Or is it gonna rip out?
It'll make things difficult for you. And if you want to keep it with you, it's going to make things difficult.
Oh yeah, but the degree to which it's difficult, I'm just trying to make sure, like, can I open it, get my hands free or not? That's all I'm asking.
You can get your hands free, yes.
Okay, then I put it in my pocket, cinch it up so it can't just like fly out, and I'm gonna climb down. I see everyone trying to leave. I'm not really sure why everyone's trying to leave, because I thought I was safe, but I'm going with the group. Let's go.
Okay.
Doing a climb roll?
Yes, indeed. That's speed.
Yeah, I was going to ask if it's speed. And I rolled a nat 20.
All right. Okay. This is amazing. Okay. You get this little electronic ball thing into your pocket, and then stuff just starts bouncing all around you. Say, I don't have time to climb. So what you do is you vault off of this ledge and do like a half twist, and then come down, land on your feet, roll, and then you make it to the door in a very amazing gymnastic type of way. And as a matter of fact, on your way, a couple of these ball things are about to hit a comrade, and you destroy them on your way.
You
all right.
fucked them.
Velt, what are you doing?
The liquid that came out, does it smell like water, or does it smell like a different fluid?
It doesn't really smell like
smells
anything. It doesn't have a scent. Well, I guess it does have a scent now, but originally it didn't.
And is
Now-
that
now it's-
thing that was like pulling with the giant arms still here?
No, that kind of shut down when it lost its living battery. I thought Jebediah smelled bad on the outside.
Turns out his insides matched his outsides.
Correct.
Okay, well then I don't feel like I have to disable anything in here. Like it seems like everything is shutting down.
Everything's shutting down. Yeah.
Great. For the check, the speed dodge thing, I rolled a 15, so I'm just
That'll
gonna...
get you out. Yeah, that gets you out. All right, now Daruga and Taff, you're sliding on the floor, and you are in safety. You're not going to get hit by any of these flying thingies. However, you're going at a high rate of speed toward Patrick.
Don't hurt Patrick.
So,
He's precious.
Taff, I'm going to let you go first because I think, I'm going to let Taff go first. Taff, what are you going to do?
He's right by the door, which is basically where the exit sign is, right?
Yeah.
I bowl for Patrick like a bowling pin.
Alrighty.
Oh, Patrick.
Make a roll.
I rolled a 12.
You rolled a 12?
Yep. I don't know how to modify. I don't know what modifiers go with it.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to really modify that one, I don't think. All right. Patrick kind of looks like this.
It's sideways.
There we go.
Our precious boy.
He's more badass than I thought.
New Doug.
All right. So, you're coming kind of quick. Okay, you hit Patrick, and Patrick kind of goes ass over tea kettle and kind of hits the floor. And you make it to the door. Daruga, you're slightly behind Taff, traveling at the same rate of speed. You see at the last second Taff bowl into Patrick. Patrick hits the floor. What are you doing?
I brace myself for potential impact.
Okay. All right. Another bowling ball. Okay. Patrick goes, oh, that wasn't very, as he gets smashed with Daruga. Okay. Daruga.
Strike!
Okay. All right. So I don't know if you've ever seen the picture of that cat grabbing the kid and throwing him on the ground. Well, this is like the cat grabbing the kid and throwing him on the ground and then being hit by a bowling ball. So Patrick, now that he's slick with Taft's stuff and he gets hit by Daruga at a high rate of speed, he starts spitting and he goes out the door. Daruga goes out the door as well. So yeah, everybody makes it outside the door. And everybody's safe.
Belt's gonna shut the door.
Okay. The door is shut. The way is shut. And the dead keep it. Okay.
Did
Literally.
Patrick
Because
make it out?
Jacob's the only guy in there. The dead keep it. So. Oh, all right. Yeah, Patrick, he made it out. He's a little slick. So yeah. What now?
How do you feel about changing your name to Jebediah?
Sure. I always thought I looked like a Jeb.
Mission accomplished.
Welcome to the family.
There we go.
All right.
It's not a lie. We just say we found Jeb in the egg, and then we found this guy.
I mean, he probably has some Jeb on him, so...
They were close.
All right. How are we doing for time there, producer? Okay, you know what? I'm going to call it there for now. Thank you for joining us, everybody. And the party ends up taking their new Jebediah back to town, and surprisingly, nobody really notices the difference between the Jebediahs. At least they're pretending not to, unless they really don't notice the difference. But you find that highly unlikely. Matter of fact, the town, I think, prefers the new Jebediah, and nobody is going to be mentioning anything ever again. So the council congratulates you for improving the lot of the high five for everybody. Improving the lot of your community, and it's unfortunate that you weren't able to bring back more Esoterra and Numenera.
I had the thingy in my pocket.
Exactly, and that was worth it because it's got a whole bunch of nifty things in there that can be studied. And you have you've discovered fresh water, and you can actually get game from the fresh water as well, provided that you eventually take care of whatever creature that is in the water.
Or use a net.
Exactly, but that is next session's objective. All right, thanks very much, everybody. Have yourselves a good day, and thank you for joining us in Geek Therapeutics.